Today's video is an unboxing and a first impressions overview from a skincare brand that's recently been launched by a content creator here on YouTube. The skincare products I'm going to review have been recently launched by Mad About Skin. Mad About Skin's YouTube channel you're probably already familiar with, but if not, I'll link his channel below. I purchased these products myself and actually purchased them as part of the pre-launch that Mad About Skin had offered. So I think I placed an order for these back in, I want to say August or early September, and I've just received the products last week, which was around October 22nd. So I know there have been issues with shipping with these products, and it has to do with something to do in the EU and shipping to various countries. So depending where you are in the world, you may have received products quickly, or it may have been a very long delay like myself. So comment below if you've ordered these, how long it took. It's probably variable depending on the country that you're from. For reference, I'm from Canada. Also, speaking of shipping, the product was shipped in one of these, what do you call this, a bubble bag, and this is a first impressions video, so I'm literally going to unbox these with you. And one of the products was a bit bent upon arrival. You can see I haven't even cracked it open yet. I'm sure the product inside is fine, but just of note that perhaps in future, maybe these could be shipped in a box and that would lessen the damage or potential damage to the products. I ordered the Ultimate Set, which is these 3 products, which are the first 3 that were launched with the skincare brand. There's a cleanser, a serum, and a moisturizer. So basically everything you need for a simple skincare routine. Well, there's the absence of the SPF, but we'll have to ask them to work on that one. I really like the simplistic packaging. The design on the box I think is well done, and I'm just a sucker for the color purple. Is this purple? Yeah, it's purple. Okay, so let me get into my bathroom so we can open these up and get them on my face. Okay, the first product is going to be the Gentle Jelly Cleanser. Now, I use a double cleanse in my evening skincare routine, and so I've already used an oil cleansing balm to remove my makeup and sunscreen and everything, and intend to use this product as the second step in my double cleanse. Since it's called the Gentle Jelly Cleanser, I expect it's going to have a jelly-like texture. The product, as you can see, just a little bit dented, I think, again from the shipping and the impact to the box on the way here, but I don't expect it's going to have any damage to the product inside. I'm hoping this is going to be good for very sensitive prone skin. My skin is combination, but is very sensitive prone and rosacea prone. You can even see the redness on my face right now. So I always lean towards very gentle and hydrating cleansers. I'm gonna apply it to damp skin, so let's check out this texture. Oh, it's creamy. Okay, this isn't what I was expecting actually. Let's get it on my face. Okay, so how is it creamy and jelly-like at the same time? Okay, this is really nice. Like I said, I tend to use a hydrating cleanser, so I'm very used to using products that are hydrating and have that kind of texture, a creamy texture to it, as opposed to any kind of foaming texture. Usually foaming cleansers are a bit too strong for my skin. I really like this one actually. I don't smell any scent to this whatsoever. I know there's squalene in this cleanser, which of course is great for hydration. There's also citric acid in here that will give a nice gentle exfoliation to the skin, as well as a number of botanical extracts, including a green tea extract, which is great as an antioxidant. And I know products don't last a long time on your skin with a cleanser, but with my sensitive skin, it's really important that cleansers are formulated with nice hydrating and gentle ingredients, because if I have the wrong cleanser, it can absolutely set off the sensitivity in my skin. So it really does matter what the ingredients are in your cleanser. If I recall correctly, there's a grapeseed extract in here as well as allantoin and urea in the formulation, which I really love for their hydrating and humectant properties. However, those two are pretty far down on the ingredient list. So I am going to go ahead and rinse this off. Normally I'd be using this with a little bit more water, but I've been yapping away here. So let me go rinse this off my face, and then we'll be able to see if I notice any tightening of my skin, which is usually a good indication that the cleanser is stripping for me. So let me go wash it off. I can say my skin does not feel tight. It actually feels well hydrated, which is a good indication to me that this is a really good cleanser for at least my skin type. It's 150 mils, which I think is a great size because the price point was $17.03 Canadian. Next up is the Got You Covered Serum. I love the name, that's really cute. This is a 50 ml bottle. Oh, how pretty is that? Love the color. Love the size too. I really love the 50-60 ml size of bottle. You don't need to replenish it as long as you're using it enough so that you use it up in the period after opening timeline. The color is really beautiful here. I appreciate real colors in my skincare. So if the product is already going to be yellow, blue, green, whatever, leave it that way. Unless it's going to leave our skin that color. And of course, I'll test this on my skin right now. In terms of ingredients, there's 5% azelaic acid in here, and I love using azelaic acid in my skincare routine, usually in a higher percentage, but because I have rosacea prone skin, I found azelaic acid is an ingredient I continue to keep turning to, and that's because it has anti-inflammatory and really calming and soothing properties to it, which is great for those of us with rosacea and actually acne or inflammatory skin. I've actually done a full review on 2 of my favorite azelaic acid serums, so I'll link that video at the end of this one. There's also a vitamin C derivative in here at 5%, which of course is great for brightening the skin and acting as an antioxidant. I love vitamin C derivatives as well. Again, typically I use a higher percentage in my normal skincare routine. However, the benefit of having a vitamin C derivative is that it really pairs well with other ingredients, and you don't have to worry about as many contradictions as you do with pure forms of vitamin C like L-ascorbic acid. There's glycerin in here, which is great for hydration. There's also 2 peptides, and I love peptides in my skincare routines because they're so great for anti-aging, but also have a lot of hydrating properties that are really great for skin that's aging like mine, but also I have dehydrated skin, so peptide serums in my routines really help to round out my routine when it comes to the hydration factor as well. There's also a coenzyme Q10, which is a powerful antioxidant, so great to see in here. There is urea, which again is a skin identical ingredient that really has softening and soothing properties as well as incredible hydrating properties. However, it is pretty far down on the ingredient list. This is definitely an all-in-one serum and aptly named for a Got You Covered serum. So let's get it open. I'm gonna put a couple drops for my face, neck, and chest. Ooh, it has a gel. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, this is an amazing texture. And it does have a slight scent to it as well. Okay, I put too much on my hands to actually go down and all the way across my chest. So I'm gonna use it on the backs of my hands. Wow, I really love the texture of this. It's kind of gel-like, but not really. Definitely not oily. What is this? Oh my gosh, I really like this. I'm a texture person, so I tend to like creamy sort of emulsions and gel-like textures, and watery serums are always my least favorite. I still use them, but they're my least favorite. I really like this serum. Let's see how it's sinking into the skin. It's leaving a bit of a tacky finish right now, so I am going to just talk through this and see if it's going to sink in a little bit better to my skin. So would this serum really replace my vitamin C serums, my azelaic acid serums that I already have in my skincare routine? Probably not, but what I think this is fabulous for is definitely for people that are new to skincare and for those of us who on some days just want a really simple skincare routine. I'm a mother of 3, so there are very many days where I can barely just get my face washed, moisturizer and sunscreen and get out the door. So I can totally appreciate not having to go through several steps of a skincare routine. It just eats up too much time. So from a time perspective, I think it's great to have an all-in-one, but also from someone who deals with rosacea. When I have a flare-up of rosacea, one of the first things I do is scale back my routine to the basics. And that usually means eliminating the high percentage actives out of my routine until I can get my skin barrier back under control. So this will be a great product for that. I do have some spillage here on the bottle, but that was probably me. Also, it's sinking into my skin. I can still feel it on the surface of my skin, but I'm wondering once I put my moisturizer on, if that's just gonna lock everything in. I don't think any of the color of the serum has translated on my skin, but let me know what you think. Okay, I really have this serum all over the bottle, so I'm sorry. It's shiny, my hands are shiny. I clearly didn't practice this. So this serum is $28 Canadian and in a 50 ml bottle. So I kind of compare the size and the price to Ordinary's Buffet Serum, which is 60 ml, and it's around the same price point at $28 or so. And I'm totally willing to pay that for this product because in the case of the Ordinary's Buffet, I've bought it over and over again. I think it's totally worth it for the benefit of the ingredients that you're getting in it. So I kind of feel like if my skin turns out really liking this serum, I'd have no problem purchasing this for that price. I think it's actually very good value. I should also say, for me, the shipping was calculated at the time of purchase, so I wasn't hit with any unknown fees or taxes upon delivery or anything like that, which I also appreciated during the purchase process. Next up is the Maximum Impact Moisturizer. Now, I know that Mad About Skin has formulated these products without the use of hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Those are two ingredients that are often used, certainly in moisturizers and other skincare products. Hyaluronic acid is a known humectant that, under the right conditions, really draws moisture into the skin. And niacinamide has a lot of benefits too in terms of calming the skin and really reducing redness in the skin. And, you know, it's just a lovely ingredient, certainly for people with acne prone skin. So if in your routine you already have other products with those ingredients, all of these will pair very well within your routine because you're not going to have too high of a concentration by adding in more and more ingredients with more and more products, I should say, with those ingredients in it. However, if you don't have hyaluronic acid and niacinamide in your skincare routine and that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find them here. So this is the Maximum Impact Moisturizer, 100 mils for $17.90. That's Canadian as well. So I think it's a good price point. So this moisturizer, if you read on the website, it's sort of saying that this is capitalizing on the use of hydrating oils and botanicals to give the moisture to your skin rather than relying on formulations with hyaluronic acid in it. Squalene and jojoba oil in it, both of which I love as really hydrating ingredients. They work very well on my skin. There's a macadamia seed oil, almond seed oil, and even a marigold flower extract in here. So lots of botanicals in here to really deliver on the hydration. There's ceramides in here too, which I absolutely love in my skincare routine as the last step, definitely in my evening skincare routine. I always want to use a ceramide cream that really aids in helping restore and maintain your skin barrier. Okay, so let's see here. Nice texture, looks like a thicker cream, which I would expect definitely with these ceramides in here as well. Okay, I take that all back. This is lightweight. Has a scent to it, I'm assuming, from the botanical extracts that are formulated in here. Okay. Yes, very light scent, nothing overpowering. In fact, as I'm applying it, it's just sinking into the skin in terms of what the scent is. Honey, that's it. It's actually much more lightweight than it looks when it comes out of the tube. Okay, the texture in these products, really on point, I have to say. I would use this for sure as a morning moisturizer for me because I think it would work really well under makeup as well. And after all of my talking and applying the moisturizer, I can say that the other serum did definitely sink into my skin. I'll have to test that in the future, how long I have to wait between steps, or if applying the moisturizer directly on that serum just lets it sink into the skin, and of course test it out with makeup on top. I'm not getting any immediate sensitivity. Often if I'm gonna have a flare-up, it's immediate. My skin, especially this cheek in particular, but both of my cheeks, will start to go red and I can tell immediately that there's something in the product that isn't working. I'm not getting that at all with this product or any of the products I've tried so far. So my thoughts on this brand are, I like the sizing and I also like the pricing. I think it's a very affordable skincare brand. And I like the fact that it offers a very simple skincare routine to those of you who either prefer a pared back routine or something very minimalistic in nature, but also for those people who aren't quite ready to dive into high strength actives. This is almost like a good gateway skincare to get into more higher strength actives with the azelaic acid and the vitamin C only at a 5%. It could also be very good to incorporate other actives in with this one. Not as likely to have conflicts and contradictions and sensitivity by using this serum in combination with other serums in your skincare routine. Also think using products like these when I'm traveling will be fantastic, because even when I go for a weekend getaway, I'm kind of guilty of bringing a lot of skincare products along with me, just because I think, well, what if I have a flare-up while I'm away? I'll need these products. And what if I need this? I'll need that. So I definitely overpack. The cleanser was surprisingly a different texture, I think, than what I expected. I'm used to using the Jelly Joker cleanser from Geek and Gorgeous, so I kind of expected this to be very similar to that one, but it had a creamy texture, which I wasn't expecting, but really enjoyed. The Got You Covered serum, I am dying actually over that texture. I really like it. So I can't wait to incorporate that into my skincare routine going forward. And like I said, really see how it pairs under makeup. And the moisturizer is like just right. It's very lightweight. I feel like it's given my skin a dewy finish. I'm not sure if that's the serum underneath shining through or the moisturizer, but at any rate, I'm really loving the finish on my skin right now. Kind of feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears right now. You know, the cleanser's great, the serum's amazing, and the moisturizer's just right. I can't wait for more products to come out from this brand. If I can put in a request, let's get a retinol serum, perhaps an oil cleansing balm, and of course an SPF. I'll definitely want to continue to use these to really be able to give you my thoughts on the formulations and how it's worked on my skin. But as an initial unbox and first impressions, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Hope you have a fabulous day.